selected yarn, I'm using Paintbox Simply Chunky in the colour Dusky Lilac. I'll leave a link in the description box below. You will also need your corresponding crochet hook. I'm using a 5.5mm. Then you'll need a pair of scissors and a darning needle for sewing in your ends. As always, I'll leave a link in the description box to the blog post where you can find everything that you need, including all of the details and the written instructions as well. Please don't forget, if you enjoy this video, to leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with all of my latest videos. Okay, let's get started. So you want to begin by creating your slip knots, and you can do this in whichever method you prefer. Go ahead and insert your crochet hook, and we're going to start off by making our chain. You can do your chain in any number of stitches, but we're just going to add 2 for turning. So that's yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. That's 3, 4 and 5. Go ahead, pause the video, work your chain to the width that you would like it, and then add an extra 2, and then meet me back for row 1. So you now have your foundation chain, and we're going to work on row 1. Row 1 is going to be just slightly different to the rest of the work, just because this is setting up the rest of the stitches. We're going to begin by skipping 3 chains. So we ignore the one that's on the hook. We have 1, 2 and 3. And then we locate that 4th one along. These 3 chains are going to count as a treble crochet. So remember, I'm working in UK terms. In the US, this is known as a double crochet. And then we're going to do the herringbone treble crochet into this next stitch. So again, this is known as herringbone double crochet in the US. So for this stitch, this is what we're going to be doing throughout this pattern. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook into that 4th chain, yarn over and draw through that chain, and also draw through that very first chain which is on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 1 loop, we'll have 2 loops on the hook, and then yarn over, pull through both of those loops on the hook. So I'll show you that again. Yarn over, insert into the next chain, yarn over and pull through, and also pull through that first loop on the hook. You'll have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, you'll have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through both loops on the hook. This is what we're going to do all the way across our chain. So I'll show you one more time. Yarn over, insert into the next chain, yarn over, pull through the chain and the first loop on the hook. You'll have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, 2 loops on the hook, and then yarn over, pull through both loops on the hook. You're going to work your way all the way to the end of your chain, and then meet me back for row 2. Okay, so I've just finished row 1, and you can see these stitches are working their way across this way. We're going to turn our work, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and this counts as a treble crochet. So remember, in the US that is double crochet. We don't work into the base of here because that is counting as a stitch. And then we're going to do our herringbone treble crochet into this next stitch. So just the same as we've done before, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through and pull through that first loop. Yarn over, pull through 1 loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Into the next stitch, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through the stitch and that first loop, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And you're just going to work your way across the whole of this row, working that herringbone treble crochet right until your very last stitch, which actually works out to be this turning chain from the beginning of the row. So go ahead, pause the video, work your way to the end of the row, and I'll show you how to continue with this pattern. Okay, so I've just worked my way to the end. Now I did a foundation chain of 20 plus 2, so that's 22, and I have 20 stitches along. So whatever your initial chain was, that's how many stitches you should have. Please make sure that you are counting each row to make sure that you are on track and have the right amount of stitches, because it's really quite easy to miss this turning chain. So you have to make sure that you are working into that stitch. So now from here we're going to repeat row 2 over and over again. So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn our work. Remember, this counts as a stitch, so we don't work into that very first stitch. We're going to do our herringbone treble crochet into that next stitch, so into the stitch and work it as we have done before, and you're going to work your way all the way along to the very end of this row. So you're going to keep building and building your work until you get to your height that you desire, and then you can go ahead and tie off. So I'm just going to go ahead and build this a little bit more so you can start to see what it looks like, and I'll meet you back in just a moment. Okay, so I've now built a few more rows of this, and you can just see it looks absolutely lovely. So when you get to the height that you want, you can go ahead and tie off your yarn. But I really hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget, I'll leave a link in the description box below of where you can find the written pattern for this, or use the pinnable image on that post to save this to your Pinterest board for later. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all my latest videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you again next time. Bye!